new season is here, so I'm gonna give you the 15 best brawlers so you can push your brawlers again. Let's get to the first brawler. Cordelius is the best in the game mode Solo Showdown. This is because he is made for this game mode. He does a lot of damage. His gadget helps with killing, and he can use his super to get away or surprise an opponent. This is the build I recommend for Cordelius. Many people play different builds, but I really think this is the best. Cordelius is a close-range brawler, good on close-range maps with bushes. Next on this list is Buzz. Buzz is very good right now because he doesn't need much skill. He is easy to push high if you play him right. Buzz is good on close-range maps with a lot of bushes. You can see through the bushes with his vision gadget, so play him on maps like Cavern, Churn, and Feast or Famine. This is the build you want to play on these maps. If you don't team, I recommend you play the big circle star power, and if you do team the small one. Lily is also on this list mainly because of her gadget. She has one of the best gadgets in the game. You can escape from any situation or surprise people, so play this build with an extra gadget gear. This is very important. As Lily, you actually want to play very boring. You want to camp as much as possible and make kills from third partying. If two people fight and one is low, super them and kill them. You are not very good in a 1 versus 1 duel. Play Lily on close range maps with bushes. Surge also gets a spot on this list, of course. Surge is simply one of the best and most fun brawlers to play. You have few counters, and once you are level 4, you are unstoppable. Surge needs skill, and that is to get your super as soon as possible. This is super important. Piper is currently the best long-range brawler in the game, so if you are playing on a long-range map, Piper is the easiest to push. This is the build you want to play on Piper. As a Piper, it is important to watch out for brawlers like Kit. They can ruin your game very easily, so stay away from them or kill them quickly. Don't forget to subscribe and like. On to those 10K subs. Also be careful with your gadgets, because if you don't have a gadget at the end of the game and an Edgar jumps on, you've lost. Piper's hypercharge is insane too. Make sure you get this one. Well, let's move on to Shelly. Of course, Shelly is on this list. In my opinion, she is the easiest brawler to push very high in Solo Showdown. This is because you need little skill and the meta counters. Shelly is the #1 in the meta at the moment. This is the build I recommend you. On maps with a lot of bushes, like Cavern Churn, I recommend you to play the vision gear. It helps a lot. Shelly is a close-range brawler and also the best on close-range maps. You probably didn't expect it, but Ash is also on this list. Ash was my easiest max tier ever. He is very underrated. In the gameplay, you will also see how good Ash actually is. Ash is good on close-range maps. Maps like Skull Creek and Double Trouble, he is best on. As Ash, you want to watch out for Surge and Buzz. They can counter you, so it is important that you get cubes quickly at the beginning of the game and that you always have a little bit of your rage bar filled. This helps a lot with kills. This is the build you want to play for Ash. Otis is also on this list. Just like Ash, Otis is very underrated. Amar, he counters every brawler in the meta with his super. With his super, you cannot let someone shoot. Because of this, you win every 1v1 and you counter every brawl. What is very important is that you get your super as soon as possible. Cubes are much less important than your super, because if you do not have your super, you can very easily be killed by, for example, a Buzz. You want to play Otis on close and mid-range maps, because he is the best against tanks. Sorry, but of course Kit has to be on this list. Kit literally needs 0 skill, but is built for Solo Showdown. If you start with a lot of cubes in the beginning, you will always win. I recommend you to play the extra gadget gear so you can make kills even easier. As Kit, you want to play on close range maps with a lot of bushes. His best map is Stormy Plains. El Primo is very underrated. He gets a spot on this list because if you play him on the right maps, he is very good. His best map is Cavern Churn. You can spam your gadget and not get killed, but you can kill the other ones easily. Also, Bull is super underrated at the moment. He does a lot of damage up close and wins almost every 1v1. With his super and gadget combo, you can easily get kills and get away. You want to play Bull on close range maps with bushes. Brock, you probably didn't expect, but I think he's getting better and better in the meta. I wanted to put another long-range brawler on this list, so I chose Brock. You want to play him on long-range maps. His gadget makes him especially good because you can use it to counter no-skill brawlers. Of course, Edgar is also in this list. Edgar is simply very good because you don't need much skill. You want to push him on close range maps. Watch out for brawlers like Shelly. A new one on this list is Gale. Gale counters the meta with his super and gadget. His star power that slows your opponents when you hit them is also insane. You can get kills easily and you don't die that fast. You want to play Gale on every map you want. He is good on close and long range maps. Number 1 is Stu. I think Stu is the most fun and one of the best brawlers at the moment. This is because he has a high skill range, so you are not just good with him, you have to play with him a lot if you want to master him completely. La Stu, you are good against the meta. You want to play him on close range maps.